Want to learn or improve at poi but your time is limited? Well, I have the workout for you. Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, bringing you poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today I am giving you all my 15-minute workout to improve your poi spinning if you're a beginner. Before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these amazing companies and the work that they do to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. So one of those things that I hear from people all the time is that they want to get better at spinning poi, but they don't have the time to practice. And I get it, you know, I used to work at a traditional job and had obligations for friends and family and everything, and it meant that if I could get to practice, it would only be for a few minutes a day usually. So I wanted to create something that would help people who are starting off on their flow journey be able to improve with only a few minutes to practice every day. So what I came up with then is basically a 15-minute routine that takes you through all of what I would consider to be the most important precepts for beginner poi spinners to have under their belt. You know your body better than I do. If there's something in this that doesn't feel comfortable, then don't do it. So with that, let's begin. First up, I want us to drill timing and direction with extensions. So we're going to start off in together same. I want your hands in poi to spin around clockwise for me in complete circles. You're going to go ahead and give me 8 reps going around clockwise, and then 8 reps going around counterclockwise. All right, now we're going to do the same thing but in together opposites. Start off with your hands in poi spinning in such a way that your right hand is spinning counterclockwise and your left hand is spinning clockwise. Again, give me 8 reps of extensions like this. Then switch it up and give me 8 reps of extensions with your right hand going clockwise and your left hand going counterclockwise. Now we're going to do the same exercise in together opposites. Once again, you're going to go ahead and start off with your right hand spinning counterclockwise and your left hand clockwise. But this time you're going to make sure that your timing is in split time, so your hands are coming together at either side rather than top and bottom. Once again, give me 8 reps like this. Then switch it up and give me 8 reps with your right hand going clockwise and your left hand going counterclockwise. Finally, let's go ahead and do these extensions with our hands in poi in split time, same direction. You're going to go ahead and give me 8 reps of what feels like the crawl stroke with both your hands and poi. Then you're going to switch it up and give me 8 reps of what feels like the backstroke with both your hands and poi. I hope all that felt comfortable because we're about to go do all of that again, but this time with pendulums. Pendulums are a great way to begin to teach fine motor control with your hands and poi, so I think that they're really essential in this. Once again, start off with your hands going around clockwise in together same. Make sure that the poi heads never get above your hands as you go around. Again, give me 8 reps with your hands going clockwise. Now switch it around and give me 8 reps with your hands going counterclockwise. Now we're going to do this same thing but in together opposite. Start with your right hand going counterclockwise and your left hand going clockwise and reach around, making sure once again that those poi heads never get above your hands. Give me 8 reps in this pattern and 8 reps going the other way. That is 8 reps with your right hand going clockwise and your left hand going counterclockwise. So now let's do split time opposites. Once again, start with your right hand going counterclockwise and your left hand going clockwise, giving me 8 reps in this pattern. Now switch it around so that your right hand is going clockwise and your left hand is going counterclockwise. Again, give me 8 reps like this. Now we're going to do these pendulums in split time, same direction. So once again, give me 8 reps in what feels like the crawl stroke, and then 8 reps in what feels like the backstroke. Are your shoulders good and warmed up yet? Awesome, because it's time to start working on footwork. So we're just going to learn all of this with our poi and arms in together same, and basically the aim here is to get the basics of doing both pivot and shunne steps in your body. So basically you're going to start off taking what I would consider to be forward pivot steps. In forward pivot steps, you are always putting your weight on your lead foot and using your trailing foot to swing around out in front of you. So basically you're going to take 4 steps over to stage left and then 4 steps over to stage right. So make sure you're doing this in a spot that has quite a bit of room to move around in. So go ahead and step out with your right foot, thinking that you're going to get in 2 beats with the poi after each step you take. Step right, then left, then right, then left. And now we're ready to go back to stage right. Again, think that you're going to get in 2 beats with the poi in each spot and step left, and then right, and then left, and then right, and you should be back where you started. Cool. Now we're going to do this with what I call the back pivot. That is, you're going to turn away from the direction that you can see. Just like before, we're going to step from stage right to stage left, thinking right, 2 beats, and then left, 2 beats, right, 2 beats, and then left 2 beats. Now heading back to the right, we're going to step left 2 beats, right 2 beats, left 2 beats, and right 2 beats. And now we're going to work our way up to full chenets. Here's how we're going to do it. You're going to combine together a forward step and then a back step. Imagine that your body is continuing to turn the entire way, all the way around. So we're going to start off by taking this from stage right to stage left. Think that as you spin the poi, you're going to step forward with the right, 2 beats, and then back with the left, 2 beats. Forward with the right, 2 beats, back with the left, 2 beats. Now let's take that back to stage right. This time, you're going to step forward with the left, 2 beats, back with the right, 2 beats, forward with the left, 2 beats, back with the right, 2 beats. And now let's try taking both of those steps in turn. This will mean that we take out the 2 beats in between them and the poi just goes straight through the turn. So from stage right, think that you're going to go 1, 2 beats, step right, step left, and then hang out and do 2 beats. Step right, step left, and then hang out for 2 beats. As we go back to stage right, you're going to think 2 beats, and then step left, and then back right, step left, and then back right, and you're right back where you started. All right, so now let's talk about doing some turns, but with our weaves. So this is going to involve drilling our waist straps, going to our left side, our right side, and all the way around in a circle. Start off with a forwards weave over to your right-hand side and waist strap over to a reverse weave on your left-hand side. This is going to be 1 rep. You're going to want to get in 4 like this. Now, you can either turn your body all the way around or just switch the direction of the poi so that now forwards is on your left and reverse is on your right. Once again, you're going to do 4 reps of a waist strap back and forth. Now we're going to take this around in a complete circle, turning both left and right all the way around ourselves. So again, starting off with the forwards weave over to your right-hand side, you're going to turn all the way around to reverse, get in a couple reps, and then all the way back around to forwards, turning left the entire time. Let's get in 4 reps of that. Now we need to turn our bodies all the way around the other way. Starting from the forwards weave, turn to reverse, then back to forwards for 1, reverse, then back to forwards for 2, reverse, back to forwards for 3, reverse, and back to forwards for 4. Congratulations, that's a lot of body movement you just got down. Now we're going to dive into some stuff that I think is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but that's part of why we're doing it. Namely, we're going to start playing around with stall drills. Stalls, of course, are really useful for switching up timing and direction combinations, as well as just getting back and forth between a variety of different tricks. The first involves making timing and direction changes with the stalls. Namely, you're going to go ahead and stall down as well as up with each hand. Start with your poi going clockwise, and you're going to stall your right hand poi down and bring it back into a butterfly. Then you're going to stall that right hand poi up and bring it back down to having both poi spinning around clockwise in together same. Next, you're going to stall your left hand poi up and bring it back down into a reverse butterfly before stalling it down and then bringing it back up and around into clockwise in together same. So I would consider all of that right there to be 1 rep. Again, you're going to get in 4 of them. So one way I like to think of this exercise is side to side. That is right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And of course, to keep us balanced, we want to make sure that we're also doing this in counterclockwise too. Now our pattern is going to be left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. All right, so now let's try and get stalls working together. And again, we're going to go back to our good old friend timing and direction for this one. So I want you to go ahead and start off in together same. And what you're basically going to do is have both of the hands stalling down together and then up together. So think that you're going to do a total of 8 stalls down. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then of course you're going to do the same thing with up stalls. Thinking right, left, right, left. Cool, now we're going to do this in together opposites, which means that we're going to be stalling out to our sides and up our center line. So again, think that you're going to stall down to the sides and down into the middle. Out to the sides, down to the middle, out to the sides, down to the middle, out to the sides, down to the middle. And of course, we're going to do the same thing with our up stalls, thinking that we're going to stall out and then in, out, and then in. Now we do the same thing, but with our poi in split time opposites. So that means that one poi is going to stall down and the other one is going to stall up. I usually like to start with my right hand poi stalling down each time, thinking that it's going to stall down to the left, and then right, left, and then right, left, and then right, left, and then right. Then you're going to want to switch it up and do all of the up stalls with your right hand. So think that you're going to stall that right hand poi up to the right, and left, and right, and left. For our final timing and direction combination, we're going to play around, of course, with split time, same direction. Now, just like together opposites, this means that we're going to be stalling out to the side and then up and down the middle and everything. But like split time opposites, it also means that one poi will be going up and one poi will be going down each time. So start with your right hand going down. This means that you're going to have to start with the poi spinning in split time, same direction, clockwise. So go ahead and stall that right poi down to the outside, down to the inside, down to the outside, down to the inside. Now we switch it up so that the right hand poi is stalling up instead of down. So think that you're stalling out and in, out and in. Amazing. Now, this last exercise is definitely the hardest of the bunch because it involves knowing how to do each and every one of the basic stalls. That's right, I'm going to have you go around the complete square of stalls. If that sounds like Greek to you, then it probably means that you should check out my stall tutorial that I'll go ahead and link to down in the description as well as up in the cards if you're watching this on YouTube. But suffice it to say, I have this methodology for teaching stalls that involves thinking of them as being segments around the perimeter of a box. Now, of course, this also does mean that you'll probably have to get down your top stalls, but the good news is there's a way to do this exercise if you don't have your top stalls down just yet. That is, you can skip that segment across the top and the rest of it still works just fine. But do work on learning those top stalls while you have the time and integrate them into the exercise as soon as you can. So this basically involves going through a series of stalls that go clockwise around the perimeter of a box. You stall down to the left, up to the left, top left, top right, up to the right, down to the right, bottom left. So I would consider that to be 1 rep. I want you to go ahead and put in a total of 4 reps going around the stall square clockwise. You can also, of course, take this exercise around going counterclockwise too, starting by stalling down to the right, up to the right, top left, up left, down left, bottom left, and bottom right. So just like we got in 4 reps going clockwise, I want you to get in 4 reps going counterclockwise. Now, because we're working our way around each and every stall here, I'm not going to be so mean as to make you do this with both hands and all the different timing and direction combinations again. I'm only going to have you do this one hand at a time to start off with. But believe you me, as you're bridging the gap from beginner to intermediate, being able to do this with both hands is definitely a step of that process. And that, my dear friends, concludes our beginner poi workout. And you may have noticed that this structure focuses really heavily on drilling things that you already know rather than learning new things. Plus which, there are a couple points where I assume that you already have a trick under your belt that you may not have. So if you are at the beginning of your flow journey, you don't have all of these tricks under your belt, and you're still in that phase where you're trying to onboard with the basic tricks and everything, rather than necessarily drilling all of these skills and everything, I would highly recommend you check out my beginner poi course over on my learning site at learn.drexfactor.com. In that course, I will take you through a structured series of lessons, starting with the basics of poi and teaching you things like reel turns, weaves, butterflies, stalls, flowers, and so much more. Plus which, it's available for 50% off for a limited time if you use the code WORKOUT15 at checkout. Seriously, go give that a look-see. In the meantime, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe so that other people can find this video and learn from it. And of course, a massive thank you, because this video would not be possible without the kind contributions of these nice folks right here, plus those that are listed down in the description. These are my wonderful supporters over at Patreon, and they make this video and all the videos on this channel possible. If you would like to sign up to support the work that I do, which would be greatly appreciated, but by all means, no pressure, and if you don't have the means, I totally understand, especially given the state of the world right now and everything. But if you do, head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and sign up. You can get early access to all of my content, as well as a say in what topics I tackle in the future. Plus which, you can get access to some great behind the scenes and extra content there, including, I may add, the entirety of this workout done in real time, so you can follow along as I do it at home. Pretty cool, huh? So my emphasis in putting together this workout was to get people started on skills that I think are pretty fundamental to poi spinning, and also that sometimes people don't put enough work into until a lot later on in the process. Was I successful in this endeavor? You let me know. What did you think of this particular workout? Were there things that worked for you, things that you think should have been there and weren't? I would love to know. You never know when I might do a follow-up with a new set of drills for you beginners out there. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.